Here, catch this! Ow! Ow! Why did you just throw a box at me all of a sudden? It wasn't sudden, what do you expect? You're at work. And don't drop the customer's packages. I can't believe you can't even hold a box. How do you expect me to catch the box if I didn't even know that you were gonna throw it? Besides, I have a prosthetic arm. You're useless. I'll bet your arm was pretty cheap anyway. My name is Ataru Yamamoto. I'm 35 years old. As you can see, I was born without my right arm. I suppose I'm what you'd call a disabled person. But thanks to modern day technology, it's been replaced with a prosthetic. I've had a prosthetic ever since I was a kid. And as a result, I've been able to live a fairly normal life doing the things that everyone else does. Not only that, but my parents always told me to work hard at school and at my studies so that I could do anything I wanted to when I grew up. I made sure to do exactly as they instructed and worked hard to learn more and more.
Ataru, you got the best grades in the year again! You're amazing!
Thanks! During my time at school, I had a role model that I looked up to and wanted to be like. His name was Charata. He was the protagonist of the manga called Charata Hero that was popular at the time. Charata was usually a bad boy type, but he would always come to the rescue whenever someone was in trouble. It was a typical storyline for a younger audience, but Charata stood out and was special to me because he was also disabled. He had a prosthetic leg. He's so cool! One day I want to be just like Charata. No, I'm gonna be Charata. I'm going to become a hero too! I studied hard at school and in college, but because of the impression Charata made on me, I took on the same bad boy image and spoke just like him. Then, after becoming an adult, I experienced a few jobs here and there, and now, for certain reasons, I'm working at this Tsukatsu delivery center in the West Side office. I've made it my rule to explain that I have a disability whenever I meet a new person, and tell them that I have a prosthetic arm. That way, they don't have to feel like they have to tiptoe around me or treat me like I'm delicate, and it just makes me feel much more comfortable too. So on my first day, when I introduced myself to everyone working in the distribution center just like I usually would, "It's great to meet you, my name is Ataru Yamamoto. I'll be working with you from now on. The truth is, I've got a disability and my right arm is actually a prosthetic. There might be times when I'll have to ask for help with something, but I'll do my best as part of this team for now, to help and get the work done. Thank you."
We should all look out for each other, so help Ataru when you can, alright?
Yes, sir!
Let's see, Sakagami, you don't have a partner right now, do you?
Yeah, the last guy resigned, so I'm by myself at the moment.
Good, so let's pair you with Ataru. You'll both be in charge of delivering to the 4th Avenue up to the 7th Avenue.
Understood. Wait a minute, I can take care of deliveries for that area by myself, no problem.
We can't allow that, and you know it. We've got safety regulations stating that employees out on delivery have to work in pairs, and parking restrictions are a pain to deal with if you're alone.
What a pain in the ass.
Huh? Did you say something, Sakagami?
Nope, nothing.
Alright then, get to work. You know the drill, drive safely and do your best.
Sakagami, I'm looking forward to working with you. Why the hell do I have to pair up with someone like you? I'm not a babysitter, goddammit. But whatever, just don't get in my way, alright? I don't care what it takes, I'm gonna be home at 6 p.m. sharp. Anyway, let's get started on filling the truck with today's deliveries. We've gotta deliver all of this today? It's a lot. Here, catch this. Ow! Why did you just throw the box at me all of a sudden? It wasn't sudden, what do you expect? You're at work. And don't drop the customer's packages. I can't believe you can't even hold a box. How do you expect me to catch the box if I didn't even know you were gonna throw it? You're useless. I'll bet your arm was pretty cheap anyway. This actually cost the equivalent of one brand new car. It's a part of my body and it's done a pretty good job for me so far. Working pretty well for you? Then how about you catch a box when it's thrown to you? How do you even expect to work at a delivery center if you're gonna complain about something as minor as this? I think anyone would have trouble catching a box like that if they weren't warned beforehand, and I don't think that's the way to talk to someone who's just started working here today. I've worked in a lot of different workplaces up until now, but I've never met someone who's spoken to me like that. I'm aware that I can be pretty rude when I want to be, but I make sure to keep that out of my work life. I only turn it on when it's necessary. No matter how rude he spoke to me, I tried to respond as politely as possible, but apparently that sort of common sense didn't work on a narrow-minded idiot like this guy. Hey, I'm pissed off because you dropped the customer's package, understand? What were you gonna do if the contents were fragile? I'm not taking any responsibility, you know. Hey, are you listening? Then you shouldn't be throwing packages around in the first place. Isn't that pretty basic? Ugh, whatever. You obviously don't understand my point. Instead, I'll punish you by making you load the truck by yourself. All of this? You're kidding. Nope. If you're gonna talk back to me, then I'm gonna teach you a lesson. Do it. Come on, hurry up! You've gotta pick up the pace or the sun will set before we can even get to delivering them. I'm working as fast as I can. Whoa! What the hell are you falling over for? Sakagami pointed his finger and laughed at me. I learned in this short time that with him it didn't matter what I said, he would just argue the opposite. The last person you want to argue with, he also clearly enjoyed angering other people. In response, I used the most effective method to shut him down. Hey, so what happened to your right arm? Hey, quit ignoring me! Hey! I thought that it would be more effective to just ignore him and stay silent, but I didn't think this would work that well. I just focused on getting my work done. Phew, I've finally gotten halfway. This heavy work is tough. Hey, dimwit! Either you answer my question or you keep on working. Don't slack off! What are you, a 5-year-old? If you want the job done so quickly, then it's simple. Why don't you help me out? No way! Then can you at least stay quiet so I can focus? Don't wanna! You're a real pain in the ass. Maybe I should ask them to up my pay to have to pair with you. Why do you have to be so insensitive? You should think more about the things you say to people. Communication! If I could attach a psycho gun to my right arm, this guy would be my first victim. You better be grateful that it's just a normal prosthetic, dumbass. Right, so let's communicate respectfully like people usually would. So why did you decide to work here? For the money? Just for the money? Yeah, that's the only good thing about working in a place like this. What else is there to work for? You've got to spend the entire day carrying heavy loads, running around covered in sweat. The only thing that makes it worthwhile is the salary, you idiot. Don't you feel any satisfaction when the customers thank you for delivering their package, knowing that you might have made their day? You really are an idiot. How is that supposed to make me happy? If they're grateful, I just prefer them to tip me. Are you being serious? If you just want the money, then there are plenty of other jobs out there. Something that can make you happy. I don't understand why you chose to work here if you don't feel motivated. You don't get it? There's another important reason why I chose to work here, dimwit. And that would be? It's easier to make other people do my work and slack off in a place like this. And you're gonna brag about that to me? Ah, shut up. As he said that, he threw the cigarette that he'd been smoking at me. It landed on my prosthetic arm. I couldn't believe it. He had left all common sense and care for other people back in his mother's womb. Hey, what the hell? What are you doing? You better take care of how you speak to me. All I did was teach you another well-deserved lesson, loser. I never imagined that I would ever meet such an arrogant and selfish person in this day and age. It was like he'd been born from a melting pot of every single type of dumbass that had ever existed. I seriously had the urge to grab him and punch him straight in his face. I also began to think that my predecessor might have resigned because of Sakagami's power harassment. Despite my bad feelings about Sakagami's behavior, we headed out to deliver the loaded packages. Alright, the first building on the list is the Charato building. Go and deliver the package by yourself. What? But I just started this job. You've gotta show me how it's done. Fine, I'll go with you. Listen, in our company, we don't just hand the packages face to face. All we gotta do is just leave the deliveries outside the door, that's all. Don't we have to confirm with the customer if they're okay with us leaving the package on their doorstep first? I thought we could only leave the packages outside after ringing the doorbell and asking them for permission through the door. Isn't that the company policy to prevent package theft? Oh, come on, goody two-shoes. Nobody actually does that. But what are you gonna do if the company gets a complaint from a customer? Just pretend you don't know anything. The customer's probably gotten insurance for their package anyway, so it doesn't matter if anything gets stolen or broken. After saying that, Sakagami gathered all the packages that were meant for the Charato building from the truck and carried all of them in, piled on top of each other haphazardly. Then when he arrived at the first door, "Hey, Mr. Sato, your delivery's here!" I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Sakagami threw the package into the floor with all his strength. Wait, what are you doing? What's it look like I'm doing? I'm delivering packages. Next up is Mr. Yamada. Here's your package, man. You're not delivering anything, you're just destroying property. Look at the boxes, they're damaged. You wanna give it a try? It's pretty fun. No way! You've gotta stop this right now. Just shut up and watch, here's the last package. Sakagami grabbed the final package and posed, as though he was about to throw a baseball. And then, a 3-point shoot! Yes! Alright, we're done. I had no idea what to say. Sakagami's delivery methods were just awful. Had he been delivering like this all this time? And nobody had stopped him? He was doing whatever he wanted without any pride in his work. Sakagami, you can't keep on working like that. You're gonna break something, and someone's gonna complain. Listen to me, I told you this earlier, but everyone's got insurance on these packages. It doesn't matter whether we deliver them carefully or not. If the contents of the packages break, then they break, okay? That's all there is to it. If that's the case, then I might as well let off some steam. Don't you feel any responsibility for delivering the packages properly? I mean, don't you feel bad if anything happens to those items? It's your fault if they break. No one's gonna complain. If there was anything that important in those boxes, then they wouldn't have asked for a delivery service that leaves packages outside their doors. Okay, we've arrived at the next building. You've got 30 seconds. What do you mean? I mean, you have 30 seconds to deliver the damn package. But that's impossible. I need more time. We've still got a lot more stuff to deliver. If you want to get all this finished in one day, then we can't waste any time. Instead of sitting here and telling me that my method is wrong, how about you go and give it a try and see for yourself? Fine, I understand. Ready, set, go! This dumbass really pisses me off. Here it is, number 403.
Hello.
Hello, I'm from Sukato Delivery. I'm here to deliver your package.
Really? Well, this is rare. Are you new or something? The guy that usually delivers it just leaves it outside.
Yeah, I've been newly assigned to this area.
Oh, thank God. The guy before you was really rude. Even if I said hello, he would just ignore me and walk away. There were times when my package was arrived all beat up, too.
I'm really sorry about that, sir. I promise it won't happen ever again. Thank you for your feedback, and I'll make sure to report that to my manager. I hope that you'll continue to choose Sukato Delivery as your go-to delivery service.
If that previous guy is gone, then sure. You seem like a reliable employee.
Thank you very much. If you find any other problems with our service, then please let us know. I'd be very grateful if you could phone our main office when that happens. Thank you for your time, and I hope you have a good day. This is horrible. Oh crap, the time.
3 minutes and 17 seconds. You're late.
30 seconds is impossible. I had to find my way.
Then you're clearly not meant for this business. You should resign.
Do you really have to say that? It's my first day on the job.
Great. I'm stuck with the most useless partner ever. I really should ask for a pay rise. You can't even deliver boxes properly, and you take forever to deliver one package.
Is that what you say to everyone?
Enough! You don't have to deliver any more packages today, okay? I'll do everything myself. I'm faster.
After that, Sakagami completed all the deliveries alone, and he ordered me to wait in the truck and have it ready to depart. He's not getting away with this. Then, after we had finished delivering all the day's packages, we returned to the delivery center, only to be called into the manager's office.
Hey, Sakagami, Taro, come in here for a second.
Yes, sir?
What's up?
You were both in charge of delivering to Charato Building today, weren't you?
Charato Building? Oh! It didn't take me long to realize that it was the same building where Sakagami had thrown a package as though it was a baseball. But Sakagami had put on an innocent expression, pretending that he didn't understand. I couldn't help but be impressed by how thick-skinned and how smooth of a liar he was.
Oh yeah, we delivered there. What's the problem?
We've had a complaint. The box arrived crushed, and the electronic device that was inside was damaged. I don't want to doubt my own employees, but it wasn't either of you, was it?
No, there was no problem when we delivered the package. Right, Yamamoto?
I ignored Sakagami, who was looking at me with a smirk on his face, and began my counterattack. Sakagami was the one that damaged the package by throwing it towards the customer's door.
What? What are you talking about? You shouldn't make accusations without proof. Oh, come to think of it, you dropped a package when we were loading up the truck, remember?
That was because he threw it at me without any warning.
What? I would never throw the customer's packages. Those are important to some people, you know?
I've had just enough of your lying through your teeth.
I'm just telling the truth.
That's enough, both of you. More importantly, the customer is upset, so we gotta go apologize for the damage that's done.
I'm not gonna apologize to anybody.
I'll go. It may have been Sakagami's fault, but I'm also responsible since I was with him.
I'm telling you, I didn't do anything wrong. You shouldn't accuse people like that. You don't even have proof that I did it.
Crap, I really want to punch him.
I'll hear what you have to say later, Ataru. Let's get going. We can't keep the customer waiting. We'll only get in the way at this time of the day. Are you ready to go?
Of course.
I'm sorry that you have to do all this on your first day.
Good morning, Mr. Sato. I'm really sorry to bother you so late.
Yeah.
My name is Yamamoto. I work for Sukato Delivery Services.
No, Sukato Delivery, huh?
I sincerely apologize for the trouble we've caused you. I know that apologizing may not be enough, but
I'd like for you to take a look at this. It was like this when I opened up that crushed box. I've already called for a replacement, and luckily they've agreed to send me over a new one free of charge. But that's not the problem here. I shouldn't have to order a replacement at all. It doesn't make anyone feel great seeing this on their doorstep, and you're the ones that will be losing customers because of this.
You're absolutely right, sir. I hate to waste your time, but can I ask, is this the first time that this has happened?
Are you kidding me? I'm calm today because this has happened way too many times.
I'm extremely sorry for the terrible quality of service.
The truth is, I'm actually, this is my business card.
What?
In order to prevent this from ever happening again, would you be willing to ask the landlord if we can take a look at the security footage? It would really help deal with the cause of the problem. I promise that we'll only use this to discipline the employee that has been damaging your packages.
Yeah, sure.
After that, Mr. Sato kindly contacted the landlord of the Charito building, who gave us permission to take a look at the footage from the cameras that covered the hallways of the building. Unfortunately for us, the footage we found went above and beyond what we imagined we would find. And the next day… Hey, what's up?
Hey, Sakagami, I want to talk to you.
What's the matter? What's with the serious face this early in the morning, huh? Good morning, Sakagami. Hey, what are you all dressed up for, huh? Going to court? I've got to talk to you about something very important. Oh yeah? What's up? I haven't introduced myself properly yet. My name is Ataru Yamamoto. I'm the CEO of this company, Sukato Delivery Services. You're the what? You shouldn't be joking about things like that, it's not funny.
Sakagami, he's not joking. We're being serious.
No way, it's gotta be. I mean, why the hell would the CEO be working at a small delivery service center like this? When I came to investigate, headquarters has been getting a lot of complaints over the past few months over this center. I supposed other CEOs would ask the manager of the center, but I felt like it was best to see for myself what the working conditions would be like. So I decided to pretend to be a new person and started working undercover. And after everything I've seen, I've decided that you're fired. What? But why? I'm very disappointed in you, Sakagami. I've spent the entire day working with you yesterday, and I was very appalled by everything that you did. I couldn't believe that an employee like you actually existed. I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you? All the verbal abuse, pushing your work onto me, a new employee, and slacking off. You didn't help with any of the loading, despite safety regulations, and on top of that, you even threw a cigarette at me. Look at this.
Oh, there's a burn mark.
But well, that was just a joke, yeah? I didn't… You think that was a joke? I told you this arm is part of my body, didn't I? But look at this. It's burnt because of you. If this was my real arm, imagine the burn I would have gotten. You obviously don't understand how serious this is. You're overreacting, okay? And if you're the CEO, you should have enough money to replace an arm or two. Big deal. Shut up! I know now just how despicable of a human being that you are. But the thing I can't forgive the most is the way that you handled those packages. You have no respect for other people's property. I couldn't believe my eyes when you threw that package like a basketball. I thought I was seeing things. We may deliver hundreds of thousands of packages, but to the customer, it's their one and only package. It holds a lot more meaning to the customer. And yet you still dared to throw them around like that. How could you? Like I said, that can all be covered by insurance. I've had enough of your excuses. I can't forgive people like you. You're not getting away with this. But you don't even have the evidence that I did that stuff. You don't just get to fire me. How do we even know that you're not just making all that up to use me as a scapegoat, huh? Here's your evidence, dumbass. What? When we went to apologize to the customer yesterday in your place, we asked them to check with their security cameras. We have plenty of footage showing how you threw, kicked, and stepped on customers' packages. We're going to take this and file a report to the police. I'll also be taking you to court for any damages done to my arm and the company's reputation. So you better get a good lawyer. Now get the hell out of my office. Sakagami ran out of the office after I finally got everything I wanted to say out of my system. After that, I decided to take all the evidence I had to my lawyer instead of to the police, and Sakagami was summoned to the court. I demanded that he pay $100,000 for the damages done to my company, and to compensate us for the money that we had paid to the customers who had demanded their money back. Aside from that, I went to the police and filed a report regarding him throwing a cigarette and damaging my prosthetic arm. It seems that it'll be difficult to be giving him a prison sentence since I don't have any evidence for that, but either way, Sakagami is going to be suffering the consequences of what he's done. The entire series of events was all over the news for weeks after the incident, and I, along with the manager of the West office, visited every single customer that had fallen victim to Sakagami's ruthless behavior to apologize and explain how we would improve our service. And in order to prevent anything like this from happening again, the managing director and I both went undercover and visited other delivery centers to ensure that our employees were providing the best service. I knew that it wouldn't be easy to earn back the trust that we had lost due to our poor quality of service, but I believe that we can take back our reputation as the best if we work honestly and treat our customers with respect. I, Ataru Yamamoto, will use this adversity as a challenge to grow even more as a CEO.